a brand new video on my channel, Meg's Movies, and today I am finally reviewing Lilo and Stitch, the original animated film, just before the live action remake. I've always wanted to go into more depth with my review for this movie because, as we all know, it is one of my favourite movies of all time, and especially from Disney. And so, yeah, in honour of the new film coming out, I'm going to review not only this film, but I'm also going to review Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch, Stitch the movie, Leroy and Stitch, and also the TV show. So be prepared for a lot of Stitchness to come your way. So let's get straight into the basic plot summary of this film. We are following the character of Stitch, who has escaped from prison and landed on Earth. And basically Jumper and Pleakley, who are Jumper's the scientist who created Stitch, and Pleakley is an agent of this space galactic whatchamacallit. And they've gone to go and capture him. However, Stitch gets adopted by Lilo and her sister Nani. So this is all about basically trying to capture this experiment. But also, we all know with Disney films, there's always a lot of hijinks involved. I'm not going to say any more on that. I know this film has been out for a while now, which means obviously if we do end up spoiling it, it's not a massive issue. But I do try and stay as spoiler-free as I possibly can when doing these videos. So, like I said, this is one of my absolute favourite movies of all time. I have loved this film so much since I was a kid, and just, it has a lot of memories to me, and I'm very attached to this film, and it's not just what it is, but it's just the feeling it gives me, and it's the story, it's the music, it's the animation, it's the characters, it's so much, and it's nice to finally give you guys a more in-depth review of it. I mean, also I have a Stitch tattoo for a reason. But so this story is very original. I love it, and for me, an original film gets a lot more high marks because it's something that you don't see, and Stitch is just the most cutest character, most creepy character, most funny character, and he doesn't even say much. He says a few words here and there, but he's more of a he's sort of like got that attitude. He's got that kid mentality, and I love it. And it's not just Stitch. There's so many other characters in this that, to be honest, every single one of them stands out in some kind of way. So you've got, the main thing for me is Nani and Lilo. And of course, we all know Disney does that whole thing where they don't have parents because the parents died. I wish Disney wouldn't keep doing that. But this one focuses more on the sister relationship, and I love how genuine and amazing this relationship looks. In fact, that's pretty much me and my sister on some level. Obviously not with so much of the violence, because we were never that violent towards each other. We never bit each other or anything. But we did have our moments, and just seeing that kind of relationship on screen is amazing. I love seeing that sisterly love there. The sort of like Nani trying to comfort her little sister who's going through some things, who's being bullied at school, to which is another reason why I think I find myself quite attached to Lilo, is because I was bullied in school. I was that little nerdy odd one out, and so I know how Lilo feels. And I think Lilo is just such a unique character in herself. She's so weird but lovely and original, and I love it. Just like I said, all the characters are amazing. Jumper and Pleakley, two of my favourite animated duos, probably after Timon and Pumbaa, because I do love them too. But these two do come a close second, and I love their friendship, their weirdness, and just sort of like how it develops and what they do. And then you've got the Grand Councilwoman, who is in charge of this whole space galactic thing. She was amazing. I loved her. She's a badass. And especially what she does at the end of the film, I think it's so sweet, and it's just sort of like, it gives you a new perspective on her as well as the other characters. And then you got Gantu, who's this great big bodyguard who's gone after Stitch after Jumper and Pleakley are struggling to catch him. And so you get introduced to so many characters, but they're all so unique, so fun, so enjoyable that you remember them all. And it's not just because of their personalities and the performances, it's the animation as well. The way that this film is animated, how the characters look, and not only that, how beautiful Hawaii looks, because this is set in Hawaii, to which I now really want to go to Hawaii at some point. But the animation for it, it's just, the way you look at the backgrounds during certain scenes is absolutely amazing, and just, it's so bright and colourful, and then it can be dark when it needs to be, and it just, yeah, and I mean, Stitch just stands out in his little blue outfit, and then you got Lilo in her little red outfit, and it's, yeah, it's just, there's so much about it that I absolutely love. I mean, the music is another thing. If you're an Elvis Presley fan, you are going to like the soundtrack to this, because this is all about a little kid who loves Elvis, and I love that. There's a lot of Elvis songs that are played throughout. I will admit, I'm not a massive Elvis fan, but I am starting to grow on him. I do enjoy his music. I think maybe because I didn't really listen to Elvis much growing up. I think because I was more sort of like the pop, like S Club 7, The Wanted, things like that, Blue, McFly. I didn't really listen to the older snuff stuff till more recently, to be honest. So Elvis is growing on me, and just hearing that music, it fits in so well with the story as well, because sometimes with soundtracks, you can either have hits or misses, and it could, depending on the scene, could fit in and it might not. This is one of those few movies where I feel like every song hit the scene perfectly. Very well done, fitted in so well, and just, honestly, from start to finish, it's absolutely amazing. It still makes me laugh, it still makes me cry, still entertains me to this day, and it is one that, like I said, I hold a lot of memories to, and I am so attached to it. And the main thing that I'm also attached to is one of the sayings in this, and that is, Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. And hence why I had the word Ohana written on my arm, because for me, family is everything. And I think that's why I really enjoy this film, is that I am close with my family, and to me, family is important. So having that quote stick out so much to me throughout this film is amazing. And no matter how many times I watch it, I will always be so happy when I hear that line. Not just that, there are so many fun lines in this. There's so many fun scenes, action scenes as well, very entertaining. There's one in Lilo's house between Jumper and Stitch, hilarious, but also very fun to watch. And just overall, I feel like, I think when Stitch first came out, he wasn't as popular, but he has now grown to be one of the most popular characters from Disney. Just, there's always like so much Stitch merch now. I mean, I've got so much Stitch stuff myself. I've got 4 Stitches on my bed. I've got Blu-rays, DVDs, pop vinyl figures, Loungefly. I have so much Stitch stuff, and I feel like with this film, you cannot go wrong. You will always find something to enjoy in it, and just, honest to God, if you have not watched this film, do give it a watch. I think you will really enjoy it. In fact, I don't think I've heard many people say that they dislike this film, but it is my favourite Disney film of all time. My number 1 favourite. I don't think anything would ever top it. Treasure Planet does come close, hence why it's my 2nd favourite film from Disney, which I will do a review for that at some point. But nothing, I mean, everything that I have watched since then, even like the older stuff, nothing has topped it. It is top tier for me, and it's one I will always go back to. One when I'm feeling low, I'll put on. When I want a good laugh, I'll put it on. When I'm feeling nostalgic, I'll put it on. It is something that is very near and dear to my heart, and it's nice to finally go more in depth with you guys and show you my passion for Stitch, as you can see. But no, Stitch, Lilo and Stitch is just absolutely beautiful, amazing, funny, adorable, and just, yeah, overall a very good film. And seriously, do watch it. And my score for this, as you can tell, is going to be a 10 out of 10. Nothing else. It wouldn't be anything lower. And honestly, I think Stitch is starting to grow on people a lot more now, and it's nice to see that. It's kind of like with Treasure Planet, where it was very underrated. It's now starting to become a cult classic, and yeah, just seeing more Stitch stuff everywhere. And I think with the whole live action thing, I think that's sort of maybe boosted Stitch up more now. So I think a lot of people are watching the original film in prep for the live action film, and yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this review of Lilo and Stitch, the animated film. The next review for Lilo and Stitch will probably be the live action film, because I'm going to go see that tomorrow. Then it'll probably be Lilo and Stitch 2, then Stitch the movie, then Leroy and Stitch, and then the TV show once I have binge watched it. I've started watching it again. I have watched it once, all the way through, but I'm going to rewatch it just so I've got it fresh in my head. But yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and also notification bell down below to be notified when I post. And leave me your comments and thoughts on Lilo and Stitch, the animated film. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Is Stitch your favourite character? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time.